Bill O'Reilly is not happy with Beyonce. He's going to have Russell Simmons on the program, and he's going to ask him to answer for her and all black people, really. Beyonce, it turns out, did a sexy video. No, really? A sexy music video on the intertubes? That's really a new one, Bill. I wouldn't have guessed that could happen. But it turns out this is a huge societal problem. Bill, take it away.
Personal story segment tonight. If you watch The Factor, you know that we have been trying to help children at risk across the country, especially minority kids. Explain this. Beyonce. I saw her sing the Star Spangled Banner at the Super Bowl in Houston. Brilliant. All right. Worth about $350 million. She puts out a new album with a video that glorifies having sex in the back of a limousine. Teenage girls look up to Beyonce, particularly girls of color. She's an idol to them. I'm saying, why on earth would this woman do that? Why would she do it when she knows the devastation that unwanted pregnancies, which we'll deal with in a moment, not with you, but as a segment, and fractured families? Why would Beyonce do that? An entertainer like Beyonce and a mogul like you have an obligation to protect children, not put out exploitive garbage that you know harms impressionable children. I think Beyonce, what she has done here is inexplicable, and I'm asking you, Russell Simmons, to explain it to me.
Okay, Bill, if you think that the art that comes out of a community is the cause of the struggle.
That's art?
That is, yes, absolutely. Is
Beyonce in the back of a limo having sex and referencing Monica Lewinsky is art?
Yeah, it is actually. It is actually. Yeah, she's a brilliant artist, and she's not only by people of color, as you know, she's really one of the top artists in the world. People of every color.
And I can't understand why the woman did it.
God, there's so many funny parts to that. Okay, first of all, did you know that the Factor's have been looking to help minority kids throughout? Really? That's what the Factor's been doing all these years, helping minority African-American kids? I didn't know that. The number of African-American kids watching The Factor is approximately 0. Perhaps -17. I don't know how that can be achieved, but if it can be achieved, Bill O'Reilly, can you imagine? Like, hey guys, what are you doing today? What do you want to, play video games? We'll do whatever. No, let's watch The Factor. I know. He's just looking out for him, whereas Beyonce is, of course, corrupting them. By the way, what he didn't mention is she's having sex in the limo in the video with her husband. So how would that affect teenage pregnancy? I mean, she's a grown woman having sex with her husband in the video. In fact, that would make it the tamest video of the last 20 years. All right. Now, look, I watched the video, as I'm sure Bill O'Reilly did over and over again. It's a sexy video. There's no question about that. But I believe Madonna was doing sexy videos quite some time ago. And I don't remember Bill O'Reilly flipping out about that. But you know what? That's because Bill O'Reilly cares even more about protecting minority kids. That's why. Okay. And now I can't say Beyonce in the right way anymore. Beyonce. Why is Beyonce doing this? She's made like $350 million doing this, so why is she doing it? I think you might have your answer there, Bill. Okay, perhaps that's how she got all that money, by doing videos like this and having you watch it over and over again, pretending to be outraged. Producers, play that for me one more time. Okay, as I continue to be outraged by that sexy sex in the limo with Beyonce. Okay, Bill. By the way, I believe that it's called capitalism. You make money, giving the people what they want. You would think that Fox News would be in favor of that. But in this case, he thinks that it is exploitive garbage and that it is inexplicable. Ties go in, ties go out. You can't explain that. Beyonce goes in the back of a limo, something goes in, something goes out. You can't explain that.
You know what he's doing, right?
Yes.
I mean, he's trying to get everyone to blame the victim, or he's trying to say that the problems with blacks are blacks. It's not institutional racism. It's not years of slavery and Jim Crow and the shit that happens right now with the ghetto loans from the banks, or the stop and frisks, or all those other things. It's blacks who can't control other blacks. It's inexplicable. Why would this black hurt other blacks? And so teenage pregnancy, the problem isn't that we don't have comprehensive sex ed and access to contraceptives, is that Beyonce is having sex in the back of a limousine in a music video, and she's black.
Yeah.
You get it? She's black.
And the second part of that trick is you bring on Russell Simmons, who's also black, and say, okay, go ahead. You speak for all black people, and you speak for Beyonce, and you answer for the crimes that black people have committed against other black people. What are you talking about, man? It's a frickin' music video. And just because you got so unbelievably turned on by it that you couldn't control yourself doesn't mean that other people can't control themselves watching that video. And it certainly doesn't explain any of the things afflicting the African American community. You really, come on, are the people watching the fact they're really that stupid that they think, black people's problems? It's because of Beyonce and her sexy video in the limo.